So another YouTube alternative just failed. If you don't know what I'm talking about StoryFire. StoryFire has been around since 2016, and what it is, it's a Twitter slash YouTube alternative. And it was made by a content creator by the name of McJuggernuggets. McJuggernuggets was famous for his Psycho series, like Psycho Grandpa, Psycho Uncle, Psycho Kid, for all that type of series. All right, there's one YouTuber that would fake all the videos, and yeah, he has some pretty enjoyable videos. I actually watched a few today, and I got a few laughs. All right, I saw the one video where the guy crashed a truck into a swimming pool. All right, that video must be very expensive to film. That's all I'm gonna say about that whole situation. But I'm not here just talking about McJuggernuggets, but I am gonna mention him a few times. So StoryFire, what it was a Twitter alternative to it's a YouTube and Twitter alternative, and it has a lot of features similar to YouTube and Twitter. However, with StoryFire, you have to get approved for the video feature, and which is sad. So only a limited amount of creators were able to get the video badge. However, you can like make tweets and stuff and send post outs. It was really cool. StoryFire had their own thing as well, where you could let me go to the app real quick on my phone real quick. StoryFire have their own feature where you can create your own stories, and it was really cool. And I had like a few stories I might have to download and stuff, because I heard that you can download them, and you can download them and stuff like that. So I may have to do that. They said that they're gonna add a feature where they are going to give you the ability to download videos and stuff from now on, so you can be able to save and preserve that content, which makes total sense. The reason for this alternative of existing is, Twitter's a piece of crap sometimes. All right, not a lot of people like Twitter. And the second reason is YouTube doesn't really have a competitor, so they can do whatever they want, and they will not receive any backlash. It won't have any repercussions, and that's what StoryFire is. It's supposed to be a competitor to YouTube. So if I don't support YouTube, I'm just gonna move to StoryFire. You can do that. Right now, I'm not using Twitch because right now I don't support Twitch, and I don't want to use Twitch until they fix all their stuff. So right now I'm currently streaming on Facebook Gaming, which you guys should follow me on. I'm going to be streaming every single Saturday. So if that sounds interesting, please join me on Facebook, because I want to start streaming a lot on Facebook until Twitch fixes their stuff and I can come back and I can stream on Twitch. But I absolutely refuse to stream on Twitch until then. So yeah, so that's what StoryFire is supposed to be. And it's supposed to be like an alternative to YouTube, and it has some flaws. I'm not gonna lie, it's not perfect. All right, and they only allow certain people, like certain creators, to upload videos, which is fine because they're a small company. They said that they had to really trust the person, because they don't want people coming in here, uploading, corn. All right, corn with a P. All right, they don't want that happening. They don't want to upload any mentally disturbing videos or anything like that, where you can absolutely get destroyed by watching. All right, they don't really want that type of content, so it makes sense. And plus, they don't have the server space as well. And according to McJuggernuggets video, which I would link on the top right now, he said that that it was going well, and then until the pandemic hit, and then he had to switch, and he was doing okay, but he's trying to get lots of money for the project. He's trying to get a load of investors in, and however, those investors didn't want to invest into StoryFire, which is super sad, and they don't want to really invest in StoryFire, and they had a lot of failures and stuff, and they were losing a lot of money. And at the end of the day, McJuggernuggets said that, hey, we had to shut it down. And he said that StoryFire was a big part of his life, and he was so happy that he did this. Honestly, I am sad to see StoryFire go, because I was encouraging and praising StoryFire, because StoryFire was honestly, I was so excited for the future of StoryFire, but it's so sad to see this happen to StoryFire. Because StoryFire was awesome, dude. Alright, I watched some videos on StoryFire. Not as much as YouTube, but I really like StoryFire as well. And you know why I like StoryFire? It's because it had that same features like YouTube, Twitch, not Twitch, well, Twitter and YouTube without, you know, the censorship bullcrap. And you don't also have a few other stuff. The only problem I had with StoryFire is I didn't have the video badge, but you know, I'm a channel with 2K, so they probably don't want to give it to me, which is totally fine. I also like the story stuff. I made my own story about Pink Sheep Hater Wars, which was really cool. Now I'm going to transfer that series somewhere else. Too bad I'm going to transfer that series somewhere else. I'm probably going to transfer it onto like Discord or something. Or I don't know. It's kind of sad to see that because I had a lot of plans on writing a lot more stories on StoryFire because I think it was really fun. I was even gonna write some of my life events in StoryFire, but that never happened, and I don't want to do it now because it's gonna get shut down. I should also mention when it's gonna get shut down. StoryFire is gonna get shut down Monday. It's gonna be shut down not Monday. Well, today's Monday. It's gonna be shut down next week. It's gonna be shut down February 1st. Which is going to be sad, and all that stuff. So, as a final statement and all that stuff, I want to say that StoryFire, I am super impressed on what McJuggernuggets had did, and I'm so glad that I included StoryFire as one of the social medias that I was a part of. That Joey Gaming had an influence and a place on StoryFire. I'm so glad I was able to have that opportunity. I'm so glad that I can have part of my audience move to StoryFire to see all my content there. I am super proud about that whole situation, but times have came, and times are changing, and StoryFire will no longer be with us, except for our memories and in the history. And I can only see. I hope the future, and I hope that the people in the future who watch StoryFire or who are going to create something similar to StoryFire or another YouTube alternative, I hope that they look back on StoryFire, see what the mistakes that StoryFire did, and try to improve on all those. And to be fair, it wasn't McJuggernuggets' fault. Part of it was the investors, and the second part was the pandemic, guys, because the pandemic really hurt a lot of these companies, especially small companies like StoryFire. And so it wasn't really McJuggernuggets' fault about the whole situation. But at the end of the day, it's sad that this had to happen. If you're wondering, guys, I will be removing all the links to StoryFire. If you're welcome to, you may unsubscribe from me from StoryFire or not. But all I'm gonna say is I'm removing all the links for StoryFire in my about page, my Discord, basically everywhere, because I don't really want to have useless links in my about page in the description. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I wish McJuggernuggets gets the best in his future endeavors, whatever it is. Maybe it's another attempt to create something similar to StoryFire, but we'll have to see. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye. Peace.